Hello everyone, my name is Joe Matarrese, and I'm a filmmaker from the San Francisco Bay Area. Right now I am at Norhut on the top of the Zugspitze in Germany, so I have to record all the questions here for your class from up here, because this is the only time we have. I think everything should be on the table. Every single question that any actor has should be asked. If there's time, I like to allow myself to be in full contact with all of the actors, and I give them all of my contact information and tell them to call me or text me at any time, because if there's any sort of question, I want the time to think about it and answer it. So I think ask as many as you can before production begins. I think the most important thing for an actor to do throughout production is to continuously think about the story and what the characters are going through, because the script is going to change. Everything is going to be tweaked as you go. You're going to rewrite the script, you're going to lose a location, you're going to change shots, you're going to have to cut shots. The filmmaking process is so fluid that constantly checking in about what journey your character is on is the most important, because then you can change as things change around you. I don't think that there's a bad question. I think if somebody asks me what's my motivation, I think I'll still answer it, but I think that's just a silly cliche. I like to ask actors questions more than to have them ask me questions about, so I don't think that there's a bad question that any actor can ask a director. Maybe, what time are we gonna wrap tonight? That's a bad question. Well, actors should always be off book. Always, 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 always. Always know your lines. That's the most important. Because depending on what you're shooting, if it's a feature, you get a little bit more time, but if it's a TV show, they're gonna bring you in, you're gonna block for 10 minutes, we're gonna light it, and then it's gonna go fast and you'll get 1 or 2 takes, and that's it. If you don't know your lines, then you're screwed, because you have so many other things that you're gonna have to focus on when it comes to blocking and shooting anything that's multiple cameras. So I think that's super important for actors to know, and I like to give all my actors homework to do, things to think about as far as what their character's going through, and the story that we're trying to tell, and what things I'm wanting of them. And so, yeah, really just know your lines and know your character. If you know both of those, then you'll be fine for anything that is thrown at you when making a film. I don't think that the text is sacred at all. I think that as long as you as an actor know the intention behind your lines, you can say it however your character would say it. That being said, there are directors that write every single and every single line, and you have to say it exactly like that. I'm not one of those, but I think when you come in off book, know those lines verbatim, and then from there you'll be able to tweak it. Because the director will rewrite stuff, the writer will rewrite stuff. Dankeschön. Ooh, our warm chocolate pudding just got here. So I think the most important thing from a technical side for acting in film is knowing your marks and finding your light. And you'll see the gaffer will come out. The gaffer's in charge of lighting. The gaffer will come out and stand where the actor's supposed to stand, and they'll use a gaffer glass to see if the lights are hitting them. You should be able to feel that. You feel that out of the corner of your eye. If you're aware of that, then you can hit your mark. You'll hit your light. Trying to be aware of where your mark is, that's the best thing to know. Because if you stop, the dolly's going to stop with you. They're not going to keep going and to force you to get on your mark. So the whole camera movement, everything follows the actor. And so knowing how to hit your mark, I think, is the most important from the technical side. And not only are you, so hopefully be able to feel your light, know where your light is, be aware that you cast a shadow. Everything casts a shadow. And if you're acting with somebody, knowing that they're going to be lit, seeing where your shadow is on that other actor, if you know and you see it, just being aware of that, I think that's a huge part of acting on a movie set. I love it when actors hang out on set when they're not being filmed. Usually they're invited to be behind monitor. I think observing how the crew works and how fast or slow the crew is will tell you what you need to know about, if you have time to go off, listening to what the AD is saying, because the AD runs the schedule and runs the set. And so if the AD says, okay, we're going to do this and then we're going to turn around, you know that there's going to be a big lighting change when we turn around. And so after this one shot, we're going to turn around. That'll tell you everything about how the set is operating. And so the set only runs as fast as the slowest person, and if they're looking for, and usually the last people that we bring in are the actors, and if we're looking for the actors, trying to find them and everything's set, then that slows down the day, and then we get less takes. But I think really seeing how the sphere, the little sphere of being on set operates is the best. Some actors are really fast, some directors are really fast, some directors are really slow. Some directors, do 1,000,000 takes, some directors only do 2. And so really being able to see that will kind of give you hints as to what you're going to get. If you have a big scene coming up and you know that the director is only doing 2 takes and you have this really big emotional scene, then you better start prepping so that your 2 takes will count. Because if you don't prep until you're in front of the camera and you only get 2 takes, then you're not going to get a great performance out. So just being aware of how the film set is operating, I think, is very important for an actor to kind of see, especially an actor who maybe hasn't been on set very much versus, besides being a theater actor. For me, usually it's actors that I know. And when it comes to directors, that's usually how it goes. Because you'll write parts for actors that actors that that you can see them, and so usually it's actors that you know. So try to meet as many directors as you can. The other way is through a casting director. And that's, so try to find a casting director that knows you. And because it doesn't matter who you know, it matters who knows you, ultimately, in the film industry. And then we also find actors through recommendations from other actors. Usually for me, quality of character counts over quality of talent, because you can draw a good performance out of anybody. I don't want to work with assholes. I want to work with nice people and cool people that I just want to have a blast on set with. And so that's usually how, for my first film, our lead actor found all of the other actors in his group of friends, and they were all friends in real life, and it was pure magic. Every single one of them was willing to go on a road trip and shoot in the mountains of Colorado. It was really great. Yeah, as long as actors are cool, like whether it's a recommendation from another actor, actors that I know through a casting director, that's how we find crew or a cast for our projects, personally. So, yeah, thanks a lot. And if you guys have any other questions, feel free to email me. And thanks.